the program because of Coach Watts. So when I started to look closely at it and I saw the facilities and what was available, looked at the history of the team, and I felt like it was a place that I could go and help people through their kind of 4 years in college and being a student athlete, but also win, which is always fun too. So it's kind of a combination of those. There's just multiple different factors.
Believer that like the team feeds off of the energy the coaches bring, and I thought from very early on he really was motivated and was for the goals that we wanted, and I think it builds on itself.
I think the first couple of weeks of camp went really well, and that really set our team up for an awesome season. Our team just bonded really well, and we treated camp week exactly how camp week I believe is intended to be treated. Just fun, stress-free, hard training.
I think Louisville was when we really shined. We had guys that really showed up. We put a lot of emphasis on that race. There's more of an intensity feel to the race, and the guys responded, and we had a pretty good race, pretty good showing that day, and that's when I thought we could really make a difference in the PSAC, the region, and the nation.
I felt like it went really well. I know John helped out a lot. He was coming straight off an injury, we weren't sure if he was going to race. He moved up on me around halfway through the race, and we kind of stuck together for a little bit, and that kept me a little bit kind of in the zone. I kind of was able to move up with him a little bit and keep my confidence there, because normally in workouts I'm right there with these guys, and so it was nice to see him in the race right next to me, so did good.
Regional meet went very well. We obviously got our bid to nationals. We made it there, and we had some guys that were running their first 10Ks that did pretty well. We had guys that weren't really they were kind of cruising through the race just to make it there and prepare for the national meet. But regionals went really well. It was a really good showing for us. I think as a collective group, we're all pretty happy about this. We came in here and did what we needed to do. We're punching our ticket to nationals, so that's always exciting, and hoping to get after it in 2 weeks.
Back to mileage and heal up some. I think overall the plan is just to keep doing what we're doing. Everything's been working for us really well. I mean, I think we showed in results, so come out at nationals and be really ready to race and get a good position.
I think I checked out a little bit after regionals. Didn't come back from an injury the way I should have. Making the national race a little bit more than my body was ready for.
I think a big problem that we had at nationals was we lost our mentality. We weren't training almost hard enough into nationals, almost through nationals, to compete at the level that we needed to.
I think what's exciting is how young our team is. We only graduated 1 out of our top 7 this year, so we're returning some awesome runners, and it's also very exciting because Foster has done very, very well so far in recruiting.
I feel like our focus should be more on getting first at PSACs, getting first at regionals, and then setting a placement at the national level. I feel like that would be something we could focus on and definitely achieve, especially next season.
I believed in Foster from probably the first time I met him before he was even hired, because I didn't really believe in Hammer. I didn't really believe in the program, and honestly, I think if I stayed here for the 1.5 year period that I didn't run, then I'm not sure if I would still be running for the program if we still had it the way it was.
Acting like a team sounds kind of vague, but I felt like the season before we were just individuals in races and workouts, everything. We just worked a lot better as a team, and I definitely think that's big improvement, and I think it has a lot to do with Foster.
I mean, back in the 80s, I was talking to an alumni the other day. They had a squad almost 35 guys at one point, and they were all competing for the top 7. They had probably 20 guys who could have all at any point be top 7 material. So they won nationals. I love the fact that we ended our season. Maybe some of us didn't have the best races of our season, but I'm confident in saying that I was in the best shape of my life at the end of the season. And I'm pretty confident that a lot of other guys on our team can say that they were probably in the best shape of their life by the end of the season. And the thing that excites me is that Foster doesn't treat our program the same that any other coach in history has treated it. He doesn't really give us a rest. He wants us to, we're in shape, so we're going to stay in shape for the 4 years you're here, or the 2 years, or however long you're here for. So it's kind of cool because I've always had that I'll take 2 months off, I'll take 2 weeks off, and it's kind of awesome. I've only taken a week off of running, and the first week back it was kind of rough, but within 2 weeks of running, we're already back to where we were almost, and it's kind of awesome because his plan for us is just to kind of keep us there. And I'm excited for everyone to just we're already here, so I want to see everyone just go even higher, and maybe even higher and higher, because you're just getting faster. You're never breaking back down to 0. You're going from 100 back to 80, back to 100, maybe back to 60, back to 100, and just keeping it going, never dipping down to 0. And that's really awesome.